Hey guys, Fire here from InDepth Gaming, bringing you another game review. This time we're checking out Bonkies. This game was developed by Studio Gauntlet and published by Crunching Koalas and releases on January 29th, 2021 for a price of $14.99. If you are watching this review, the day before it comes out, you can save an additional 20% and pick the game up for about 12 bucks. Let's dive into Bonkies. We're going to start a brand new game up just so you can kind of see the game from the beginning because I do not want to spoil any of the fun levels that come in the game. So what is Bonky? It's a two-player cooperative puzzle piece movement game where you're basically trying to take shapes and objects and complete a sort of image that you have to make in a certain amount of time. Now, every level is presented with a banana kind of objective where when you play those objectives, you are presented with a timed goal, and if you complete that goal, you get a banana, which makes your monkeys happy because monkeys always love bananas. So the basic principle of how the game works is you have this kind of controlled arm that you then get to move these big blocks around, and you have to get everything into the objective shape before time runs out. As you move the pieces and complete the stage, you'll then go on to the next stage. Every level has 3 stages, and you'll get to bank any prior time you had rolling into the next stage. So you want to try to complete everything as fast as you can so you can hit those banana-esque objectives. As far as doing all the objectives in this game is not an easy completion. It will take you a while, as well as you'll need to hit the banana time on every single level in the game. So keep that in mind if you are wanting to pick the game up for kind of an easy completion. You also have to play the game in co-op. So there are local co-op settings for the game for you to run through the campaign, so it can make the game a little easier. But if you don't have anybody to play the game locally with you, it actually turns into more of a hindrance. One thing I do wish the developers, if they do get a chance to really listen to this review and maybe take into factor if it's something that they can do, I think this game would do amazingly well if it had online multiplayer. Being able to play this game with friends and even talking with other reviewers and Dream and I, like, this game would be such a blast to be able to play online together, not just be restricted to local couch co-op, especially in a time when it's hard to really get together with people with what's going on in the world right now. Outside of that, it is a fun little game, but I think it's one of those games that's hindered by the inability to play the game with your friends, outside of being together. The game offers a lot of fun, replayability when it comes to trying to beat prior times and really figuring out how to complete all the levels, because sometimes you're presented with some pretty crazy designs that you have to try to figure out, glass objects or these boxes that you just really have no idea what you're doing, and you have to do your best to get everything positioned. Are you being efficient with the way you're moving things? And even when you're playing in local co-op, are you playing in a style that makes you guys work together, or are you causing problems between you and your team bonky, however you really want to word it. Overall, though, I think the game is a pretty decent game, though, for the price point. Factoring in, though, like I said, you don't have many options outside of playing by yourself unless you have local friend options, which I really think the game could do a lot better if it had that online presence and would maybe appeal to a lot more people, especially in today's current world. The art style is really cartoony and cute. It's definitely a game that's more catered to kids, but I think it could cater to a much broader audience, with some, updates and, more accessibility to people who are playing the games. One thing that is pretty fun that you're kind of seeing here on screen that I actually like is when you're presented with these pieces that, they don't line up in a traditional format, and you have to really figure out how to make everything work, to solve your puzzles. So, like, as you can see right now, I have to figure out the grid while being triggered against a time. And on top of it, if you notice the pieces that I'm having to use, these are actually glass. So if you break anything, you have to start over. It's not really a rinse and repeat, try again mentality. It's a, if you screw up, you screw up and start over. So as you knock these pieces down, if you can see this one's going to fall right here, it's going to break. If I break that piece too much, I lose all my progress and really can't do anything. So it's managing the resources that you have while being careful and trying to just progress in the best manner that'll work for you, all while being under the stress of a time constraint. So it's a full, gambit of options that the game presents to you, and it's kind of the package that it sets. I think it could be a lot better with some, additional tweaks that caters, like I said, to the bigger player base, but nonetheless, this is Bonkies. If I had to give the game any type of rating, just with my current opinions and state of the game, I'm going to give the game about a 6 out of 10. It's fun, but it's also very frustrating in the sense of, some of the levels you get stuck in, and, I think most gamers who pick this game up aren't going to have people to play this game locally, and it's going to be a little frustrating and challenging with behind those limitations. Outside of that, I hope you guys do enjoy this review. If you have any questions about the game and want to see more gameplay, definitely let us know down in the comments. If you want to pick up the game for yourself, we'll have a link down in the description. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button so you can stay updated on all of our latest videos, and we will catch you guys next time. I hope you all have a wonderful day.